great storm has raged against our land ever since the disaster.
It seems that there's a tremendous amount of magical energy around the cauldron. It's probably because the cauldron's still active.
I wonder if our country will ever be... Let's continue our lesson of the nation's history. A nightmare befell the land. And soon afterward, the Aesir and the Vanir began a war over the cauldron. The Aesir were exhausted from the war with our nation, and the Vanir defeated them. The Aesir withdrew, but after finding the Ring of Titrel that the fairies used to control the cauldron, both countries began a long war to control this area. What's wrong?
Dang it, the gaps of dialogue were so long in that listening conversation that I thought it was over.
Welcome!
Whoops.
What can I...
Well, I guess I'll probably always have access to you between missions. Even if all I can afford is one omelet.
With pleasure.
One sad, measly omelet. Scarf it. Level 7. Alright.
Will this be all?
We've already gained 2 levels, I think. I'm pretty sure I loaded in at level 5. The leaps feel so big early on.
Hello, Princess. Business is going very well. I've come back to stock up. With this war going on, it seems that the Fairy Kingdom's a tad unstable.
Let's make this count. Might as well put these away for cooking later. At this point. Extra phosons I might as well just use. Yeah. Give them to me. Is that how I absorb? Am I pressing the right button there? I'm not crazy, am I? Yeah, I think that's how you absorb phosons. Weird. Maybe I'm slightly mixing up a command in my head again.
She went to the netherworld with that sorcerer? This is so dangerous. Oh, I'm so nervous.
He may still be nearby.
She's been looking gloomy ever since she returned.
If I may ask, why are you so frightened?
My grandfather, King Valentine, has escaped the netherworld.
The deceased king? But how?
My grandfather was interested in the cauldron.
If that is true, it must surely refer to the great cauldron that appears in the prophecies.
Is this the beginning of the end of the world?
I do not know. 'Tis impossible to speculate the motives of a king who has escaped the netherworld.
You have such great wisdom. Do you know of any way to prevent this destruction?
Father?
A single ring controls the cauldron.
The ring that my grandfather was wearing?
Indeed, the Ring of Titrel. If that ring is used to stop the cauldron, no one can restart it, not even a king.
Where is this ring now?
It's in the Fairy Kingdom, where the cauldron has been taken. I shall sneak in and recover the ring.
What are you saying?
Velvet?
I would rather fight against death than wait for my cursed destiny to take me.
I know a man who can magically send himself there. If I asked him...
If you're discovered, all Puka will be labeled as criminals. Please do not tell anyone of this. I don't want anyone else involved.
Moving in the shadows will not hide you from the fairies for long.
That is when this chain shall protect me.
Alright, let's go get the ring. Hey there. Nope. Hey, come back here. No escape. No escape from the super chain. Wow, that's actually just way easier to use that. The range of it's so absurd. Ah! Falling down the forest a little bit. Alright. Can I head back up? Whoa. I can't believe that worked. I can't believe that works. That's fascinating. Okay. If you're clogged with the rings, not wings, with leaves, you must need... yeah, cyclone. We just need a wind spell. Take that, leaves. Good old plant murder. The flurry of chain attacks. Do I even have 3 things equipped yet? No. Alright, pop you on then. Oh no. There we go. Nope. Other games would just make me think to reflexively hit down and attack whenever something's low on the ground to try to increase the chances of hitting it. But in this game's case, that's a slide. And that could be disastrous in some cases. Hello. Yay. Y'all done? Nope, not quite. Oof, I'll fix that part of you, though. That is a fixable personality trait. Hey there. Graceful moveset. That reminds me. Oop. Gotta finish this up first. There we go. Yeah, that reminds me that we learned a new skill. We have Dancing Chain and Flare Shot equipped. Fire Pillar. Okay. I'll map that to down. Oh. It's like a weird leap attack. Okay. It'll actually feel a little bit more natural as an up attack then for now. Or both, I guess. Sure. Since nothing else is mapped anyway. Give me your soul. Thank you. Mucho gracias, or whatever. How to pronounce things. You're a shrinking thing, but I don't have a place to go by shrinking yet, so we'll keep that in mind for later. Hopefully. I don't need to touch the ground ever now. Here we go. Oh, already. That was a quick one. I just tried to absorb from the flower directly. That's not how that works. Do it, 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 do it. I feel like I should have had more for myself there. This thing's only it was a 14 to 9, but I feel like I don't think I absorbed 5 there. At least the fire pillar is probably easier to control. I should go ahead and just invest points into that right now. Where is it? Round flare, dancing chain. Dancing chain should be upgraded too. I do like that skill already. Yeah. Let's invest. I just like to play test certain skills first, just so I can tell whether or not they're things I want to put points into. Because I use certain ones and then I'm like, oh, I don't want to use this at all, like ever. Flare shot. Let's put some points into fire pillar. That might be all I can afford, so maybe I'll put 1 to each. Nope, we can afford the next one, just barely. Yeah, I feel like a persistent fire thing on the ground could be really effective against bosses. Obviously, you have to worry about the cipher issue. About that, and that it uses some of it up.
Princess? What brings you here? Oh, are you shopping?
In the forest? Is that a shopping? Is that a hot shopping destination? Vampire ring. Let's grab that. It's nice to get a little health recovery. Especially when your alternative is to be like, I have 5 PP max. It's like, yeah, but I'm usually using up PP, so getting a slight increase of 5 isn't going to be that big of a deal. There we go. I'll put you away for later. And you. Alright. Give me whatever recipe this is. Gimme, gimme. Hello. Die, elves! I hate you, all of you. Apparently. Because we just can't get along at all around here, can we? Everyone has to fight. This entire world is full of people just murdering each other all the time. You've chosen poorly. With how powerful ciphers are, I'd kind of expect more people to know what they are. You think that they'd be pretty legendary and dangerous, and people would be a little bit more cautionary about constantly challenging the people that use them. Seriously, all the cipher users presumably have a death toll of like thousands by the end of the campaign, depending on where they spent the most of their levels. Extra phosons is 3 seeds. Found that before. Heading on out. Alright. Oh, there's the crack. I see. Well, this is a nice checkpoint for me to go head back, at least. Yeah. It's about as far as we're gonna make it. Let's go get Tiny. I've gone and found the whole reason why. Oops. Thank you. It's insane to think that there's just random coins just kind of stashed in the moss here and there. Really seals the deal on just how doomed it feels like wow, I can't think of their names all of a sudden. Really seals the deal on just how doomed I keep wanting to call them puffins. Why am I trying to call them puffins? I can't think of what to call them. Screw, whatever. The rabbit people. Really seals the deal on just how doomed they are to never escape. That it's this hard to deal with the fact that they're the way they are. Like, there's just random moss on the ground that has coins inside it when they have to get every single one to go back to normal. They have to dig up every surface on the planet practically if they want to get this done. There we go. That's pretty much what I was hoping that would work out like. Stabby, stabby. Oh no. How could I? I have no regrets, to be honest. Sorry. Ow. Owie. Don't worry. It'll be over soon. Yeah, Velvet has a fun moveset. My favorite characters to play as are probably Velvet and Cornelius at this point. Cornelius' ridiculous mobility with her infinite dive kick was his infinite dive kick was hilarious, where he would just loop back and forth and do actually kind of comically large amounts of damage. I actually don't know if my POW attack is cost effective against a single target. It's just the only thing oh no, that did damage. And it pauses time when it's being used, so it's probably pretty DPS effective, considering that the S part isn't happening. Thank you. Boop. Thank you very much. Alright. Let's just head on out. Yay! She actually gains altitude over time. That's rather unusual. Thank you. Oh, I can go up from here, huh? Or I can loop around, which is probably a little easier. In fact, I'm probably only supposed to drop downwards via this thing, right? Yeah, getting the swinging back and forth to get the job done for me might be a little hard. Hey there. So nice of you all to group up like that. Wow, she really feels like she has control of the battlefield around her. If she was a Dynasty Warriors character, she'd probably be my favorite one. She reminds me a little bit of the type of range, the surprising range that Sun Sang Xian would have in that game. Hello. New skill. Sling whip. Alright. The funny thing is that these things that the skills are on, they're like pedestals, but I haven't really been seeing them as pedestals. I've gotten this far pretty much thinking them all as... they all look like top hats to me. I can't shake that image in my head, even though I think they're just supposed to be pedestals with a rune around them. Every single one looks like a series of top hats. I'm like, that's a weird thing to put your runes on. 35% POW, grabs foes and hurls them backwards. Press opposite directional button to throw repeatedly. Oh, interesting. That's bound to be interesting. Okay, so it was called Sling Whip. Whoopsie. Let's map you to forward. And I'll map Flare Shot to down. That's the forward sliding attack, so that associates better with down. Sling Whip. That'll be interesting. That'll be interesting. Oh, I haven't even opened you up yet, huh? I think I've missed chests before because there was a room that gave me a Phozon, and the Phozon happening automatically makes me think I already got my treasure by the time I leave the menu, and then I'm like, oh, we didn't finish with that, did we? Wow. Yeah, why don't you all just line up for me, huh? It's a hell of an advantage if they all just line up like that. It's like, yep, that's what this attack does. It chains people. It's definitely my anti-horde attack, which is probably why it's so handy to have around. It's very satisfying to pull off. Oops. You almost got away from me. None of that. Not today. A mid-boss, you say? With ads? How could they? Oh wait, that doesn't end well for them. I see you coming. Oh! I think I just flung an ice cube. Or a snowflake, I mean. How's that for a combo chain? Ow. Must just destroy all ice. Ow. There we go, that'll hurt. For at least a moment. Yeah, we have to kill these people. We have to kill these people that are trying to. I think they're trying to heal the boss. They're at least causing snowflakes, if nothing else. Just trying to clear the horde a little bit. There are so many enemies in this group, which is fine by me. I have ways of dealing with that. There we go. Just getting a little distance. There we go. Hey there. Go back over there. Oh, let's. Oh, I wanted to get out of the way, but I did not. Oh my goodness, there's so many hits happening constantly. It's great. I'm behind you. Whoopsie. Didn't have much to counter that, did you? Well, thank you for your patronage. Gotcha. Alright. Got a little silver. Thank you. Just gotta head back around. Yeah, there's kind of a nice flow when you're playing as Velvet. It's satisfying moves.